Hi, today we are reviewing the Chocolat Bonnat chocolate. It is a chocolate with a butter of cocoa and it's from Indonesia. It's a 65% chocolate. It's a milk chocolate.
And the ingredients are really simple: cocoa, butter, sugar, and milk powder. Yeah. There we go. It's focused. Nice.
You can see that this chocolate has a silver foil. I think this is the first silver foil chocolate on our channel. Inside you can see that it has very nice bars, and there is the logo of the company in the center of the chocolate. It says Chocolat Bonnat. The squares of the chocolate are a little bit smaller than standard. I also almost want to describe them as Hershey-sized bars. It snaps very nicely. It has a nice snap to it. At first sniff, it smells a little chalky, but we'll discover that in more detail in a moment. Okay, let's get to tasting it.
It's really dark. I don't know if I like it.
It does have, when I first smelled it,
bitter chocolate.
I described it as a chalky smell. And I think there is something to that. It might be the chocolate butter. It's very deep. Are you ready?
Ready? Mm.
3, 2, 1.
When I first put it in, nothing is coming off. It's a very hard piece of chocolate. It's starting to melt now, a little bit. It reminds me of like putting a hard piece of chocolate in a hot cup of milk, and you have to stab it to get it to melt faster.
I agree. It's a very hard chocolate. It's not a chocolate where if you put it in your mouth, it melts right away. It keeps its shape. It doesn't dissolve very quickly. And you don't get a very strong flavor right away. You just get that like heavy, dark note of this chocolate. But not a lot of sweetness. It might be coming from the cocoa butter.
Yeah, I think it's coming from the cocoa butter. How would you rate it? Do you like it?
I have to say I don't quite like this chocolate. There's something very artificial feeling about it. Like, it doesn't feel like a natural chocolate to me. It feels very artificial.
I wouldn't go that far. I think it might just be the cocoa butter feels like hard, but after letting it melt for a while, it's starting to warm up on me. It's starting to feel creamy near the edges, but it takes a while to get there. And there's no bitterness the way that I smelled bitterness when it first hit my mouth.
Yeah, it's definitely not bitter.
Very travelable chocolate. It's very hard, rugged. I wonder, like, what is this? It says is that in Indonesia?
Indonesia.
Okay. So it's a French chocolate inspired by Indonesia?
Potentially, or maybe the cocoa is from Indonesia. Unclear.
So.
Oh, how would you rate this chocolate?
I think you're right. I think the cocoa is from Indonesia. Interesting. I give this chocolate a 3 or 4 out of 10. For my taste, I like that Milka kind of milky, instant hit of sweetness that you get from putting chocolate in your mouth that makes you feel happy.
Yes.
Whereas this one is like, it's not a terrible chocolate because it tastes like chocolate. but it's not a dark chocolate, and it's not like overly chocolatey. It's weird. It has a very light flavor, and it's mostly kind of that texture of hard butter kind of melting in your mouth.
I agree. To me, I would also rate it as a 3. The best phrases that I might use to describe it for me is chalky. It smells chalky, and it feels the way that chocolate syrup feels in a glass of milk. Like there's something very heavy and artificial around this type of chocolate. Like maybe like it was burned. Maybe like it was overly roasted or burned. There's just something a little bit too chemically around it. Probably not one that I would buy again, but I'm glad that we have it. I'm glad that we tried it, and that we can say Chocolat Bonnat. Chocolate with
maybe chocolate
butter.
Not.
Chocolate Bonnat. Good one.
Sorry, Dis.
Good one.
Yep, I hope you enjoyed the channel, and you know, see if this is in your grocery store, try it out, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Bye.
Bye.